today, the country is hitting a critical deadline. Call it the Cinderella deadline, right? Because when the clock strikes midnight tonight, we will officially be beyond that deadline for payroll, meaning paychecks turn into pumpkins. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees will almost certainly miss a second check, creating, and listen, this is not an exaggeration, a serious personal and financial crisis in households across America.
I've been working since I was 13, very consistently. And so that's all I know. I didn't have a plan B.
We're the ones that always help those. So to be behind, on the other side of it is hurtful.
And another lead showed up and only 3 officers showed up. And on that shift, you're supposed to have at maximum, give or take, 16 officers.
NBC's Tom Costello is at Reagan National Airport here in Washington. Steve Patterson is inside Mount Rainier National Park in Washington State. And Hans Nichols is over on Capitol Hill for us. So, Tom, let me start with you, because this is a pressure point when it comes to TSA workers calling out sick that so many Americans could be feeling.
Yeah, well, this is, of course, where many Americans have their only interface with government workers on a regular basis at the airport near you. And while it is a Tuesday in January, so it should be a slower day, we are very closely watching what the call-out rates are nationwide. And here's what the TSA is telling us this morning. For Monday, for MLK Day, they had a national call-out rate of 7.5%. That's the number of people calling out saying they can't get to work, and many of them blaming specifically financial hardships. Compare that to 10% that we had on Sunday. 10% was on Sunday. Then we had 3.5%, or about 3.3% a year ago. 8% on Saturday. What's the point here? The point is we're averaging between 8 to 10% on any given day of government workers calling out sick, TSA workers calling out sick. Wait times at airports across the country. Really, these are the most affected airports because of a lack of TSA staffing. We've seen that affected at Minneapolis, St. Paul, also at Newark Airport, at BWI Airport, at SeaTac, and also in Atlanta. Now, again, today, a Tuesday in January, should be relatively calm. However, the concern is that if you have TSA officers missing yet another paycheck, many of them may start to say, I got to move on, right? I can't just rely on food banks and no interest loans. I've got to provide for my family. We may be getting to that point very quickly here, Hallie.
Tom Costello there at Reagan. Steve Patterson, I want to go to you out west. You're there at this beautiful national park in Washington State, and you've described it as the beating heart of this tourist community has now suddenly stopped because of this shutdown.
Yeah, we're at a beautiful inn in this park. And what's happened is, this is a concessionaire, by the way, contracted by the National Park Service. What's happened is that a major road going into the resort area of this mountain is just shut down. So what does that mean? It means guests aren't coming to this inn. Take a look here. This is what would normally be sort of the breakfast rush, people going snowshoeing or hiking up into the upper echelons of the mountain suddenly aren't coming. So what does that mean for the inn? It means most of the staff, half of the staff has been laid off, right, Melinda Simpson? You
unfortunately
operate this inn. What is the impact to your business at this point?
Well, at one point, I'd say 2/3 of our staff were without work. And it's not like a furloughed position where somewhere down the line they're going to get money and they're going to get payment. They don't get anything.
And this happened a few days before Christmas, right? So you have people buying gifts. And now, with the payroll situation, the way that it is, how are people surviving? You talked about workers that are living paycheck to paycheck.
And many people do in this community. Yeah. And so they don't have the money coming in. So they're borrowing funds, they're existing, they're pooling together. I heard one story of employees who are all putting in on gas so they can go to the store together to get provisions. Yeah. That's rough.
How long can this go on? How long can you survive this?
For us as a company, we'll survive, but for the individuals, and really that's what this is all about, I don't know how much longer. One staff member has already left and gotten a different job. And people have to make real decisions with their finances and where they go. Do we want to lose any of these people? No.
Right.
They're the lifeblood of our business.
Melinda, thank you so much. And as you mentioned, these are people that are not furloughed, as we've highlighted so many people over the country. They will not be getting back pay. These people are missing paychecks, and they can't afford to do this much longer.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.